Sex!
We need to address this before you undress.
Hey! Sex!
Oh my God. Anyway, now that we've gotten your attention, we want to talk about some myths people have about sex when it comes to the context of marriage.
Yeah, so when it comes to sex within the context of marriage, a lot of people have so many misconceptions.
Yes.
And if this is not addressed, this can lead you to become disillusioned about sex in your marriage. It can affect your sexual life.
Yeah, you can have poor sex when you get married if these myths are not addressed. And basically, we're talking about two very, very important myths that have gone through life. They've been topics of debate for a very long time, so we want to address them in this video.
All right, so myth number one is the most popular myth, which says that, great sex before marriage equals great sex in marriage.
Yes.
And people have used this to push the idea of, you have to live together.
Yes.
You have to try sex before marriage. Like, I have to know if this person is good in bed. I have to know if everything works.
Sexual compatibility.
Exactly.
Let's know if we're compatible when it comes to sex. And I've heard this being used for a lot of ladies from guys. They say, I don't know if we're going to be able to connect on a sexual level because we've not had sex before. And stuff like that. So we need to address that.
Yeah, this really needs to be addressed because we need to really analyze this thing. Does great sex before marriage ensure that you have great sex in marriage? What really makes for great sex in a marriage?
Yes, I just thought about a line. And I want you to heal me when I say it.
Okay, all right, go ahead. I'm ready.
We need to address this before you undress.
Hey! Please, we can't even end the video at this point, because that was too much. I don't know. I can remain quiet for the rest of the I don't need to say anything. All has been said.
Okay. So let's address it.
Okay.
Now,
before you undress.
Anyway, it's a very serious topic. Forget the one laughing.
Please, we have to make it lighter.
Anyway. So that myth stems from the fact that people just want to have sex because over the years, that has been the mindset that you don't share your body with someone until there is a legal binding contract that ensures there is a safety of a marriage that no one can back out before you can share your body with someone. But over the years, there's been a conscious effort to break that down and ensure that people are more sexual promiscuous. In fact, the feminist movement, the second wave of feminist movement over the years in the 90s and the 80s was so that women can be more sexually promiscuous, which has caused women to have more anxiety, to have less sexual satisfaction, have more sexual partners, thereby not being able to settle down as quickly as possible.
Yeah. So, our culture today trivializes sex. Sex is very intimate.
Yeah.
It's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's like the most intimate part of you that you're sharing with someone.
Yeah.
And that has to be reserved for last. It's like saving the best for last. The best of yourself for last. But what our culture wants you to do now is to give the best or the most intimate at first and then ignore. It's just very weird.
It's an upside down house.
It's an upside down house. Sex should be the last thing. After the last form of intimacy, after this person has made a commitment to you and you've made a commitment to them, you are now ready to voluntarily give your bodies to each other. That's the context in which sex should be had. Anyway, so now back to the myth of, great sex before marriage ensures great sex in marriage. So first of all, let me just say something. Sex outside marriage is totally different. It's totally different from sex inside of marriage. It's totally different. The parameters are different. The context is different. Is totally different.
So my wife is talking from experience of counseling people who have had sex out of marriage. Me, I'm talking from the experience of doing sex out of marriage before I got married. Like,
so from experience,
both talking from experience is rubbish. There's too much left. There's too much questions that are left unanswered. I'll use an analogy of a house. For sex is meant to be the roof, right? And imagine building the roof and then building the foundation and the pillars of the house on top of the roof. Everything's going to collapse. Your house is upside down. But then there are other parts of your relationship that are meant to be put in place. Trust, communication, roles and responsibilities. Who is going to do what? Who's going to do where? Those kind of things. Expectations. You communicate about that. This is what I expect. Your differences. Do you understand how you grew up? Finances. All those other things need to be in place. That's the foundation. That's the structure. That's the carcass of the house. That's everything. Now, when you put sex on top, which is the roof, when you get married, now that shelters the house from storms and from rains and from pestilence and intruders that might come from above. So that's what sex is meant to be. When you now have sex before that, what you're doing is you're building the roof first, and that's going to just make your sexual life poor when you get married, because you're doing what you're supposed to do last first. And that ensures that your sexual life when you get married is not quality.
So what a lot of people assume that sex is a standalone.
Yeah.
And that's a lie from the devil. The devil wants to make you think that sex is on its own in a relationship. Nothing touches sex. Like, oh, we can have poor communication, we can have anger issues, we can fight, but there's sex.
Yeah, and the sex is
and sex is untouched. Like, nothing that's happening in relationship can touch sex. Sex is just on a pedestal. And while that might happen during the dating phase, because I mean you are having premarital sex and there's just this excitement that comes with doing
there's
sex
no
wrongly.
Commitment.
And there's no commitment. I mean, it can just when you're not married, you can use sex to cover a lot of things.
Yes.
And because sex will give you that false sense of intimacy. But let me tell you something, when you get married, sex can no longer provide that false sense of intimacy.
At all.
Because when you get married, to be able to sustain a sexual life, you need to feel close emotionally.
You need to communicate.
You need to communicate about various things.
You need to know how to resolve conflicts, because let me tell you what will happen. If you have conflicts, sex is going to dry up.
If you have conflicts and you don't resolve it, it's going to lead to resentment.
Serious
and
resentment.
resentment is the number one killer of sex in marriage.
Yes.
Because you feel like when conflict has been unresolved, you feel like this person doesn't know me. This person doesn't understand me. This woman is disrespecting me. This man doesn't love me. So why will I allow them touch me?
Yeah.
Why are you touching me? Like,
I mean, for ladies, it's more, I don't feel as intimate with you. Why will I allow you in my body? For guys, is this woman doesn't respect me. And that respect and understanding is built before marriage. You will not know somebody that does not respect you as a guy. If you're having sex with the person, you will not know that. You will not even look at that. You're just enamored by the sexual act in and of itself. And you're not going to think about body. That.
And we always tell couples, take sex out of the picture.
Yeah.
So that you can know if you really like this person.
Yes.
Know if you really like their character. Because guess what? When you get married, I know my people say this a lot, and some people are like, oh, they are lying. I promise you, will not be having sex 2-4-7.
You will not.
You won't even be having sex every day when you get married. You will not. There are so many other things.
There are too many things. There are too many commitments. So many things that you have to walk around and be, especially when children come. So there are so many things that you have to be consciously intentional about having sex, and that takes a lot of energy, a lot of time thinking, a lot of the agreements, a lot of coming together. And if you are apart from one reason or the other, based on you've not worked on your communication, you've not worked on how to resolve conflicts, you've not worked on those things, sex is not going to happen. So please, the idea that good sex before marriage will ensure that sex in marriage is good is not true.
Is a very, very false idea. Because what you are doing when you're having sex before marriage is that sex is creating a false sense of intimacy, which should be created by things like communication and emotional intimacy. So when you now get married, that emotional intimacy that you've ignored will now come and choke sex, and you will not be able to have physical intimacy. So basically, what you are going to be married to long term is the person's character. Is the person's character. How would they treat you daily? That would even affect your sexual appetite and desire.
Yes.
So don't allow sex to blind you,
Yeah.
to ignore the other things in your relationship. Don't allow sex to give you a false sense of intimacy, that you stay and you marry someone that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
From my experience of counseling, when we see people that marry wrongly, it's because they were having sex. Because I promise you, if you're not having sex, your eye will be so clear. When somebody is doing rubbish, you're just like, I don't understand. Why are you doing this rubbish to me? Why are you speaking to me this way? I can't do this. I'm leaving. But when you're having sex, you just feel so close to this person. You make excuses. And those things you make excuses for, they are big things that will end up destroying your marriage. So hopefully you understand that.
You know, there's something you said that I want to rewind back on.
All right.
You said, from our experience, when people are having serious issues when they are married, in the fact that, oh, I didn't know this happened, I didn't know this was this person, I didn't like this character, I don't like this character, I don't like the character, is usually because they're having sex. Listen, this thing is so true that it's scary. Whenever we have like a couple that we're trying to counsel and they're married and they're talking about, oh, character this, I'm just like, well, you guys sexually active 9 times out of 10, guys. It's so scary how accurate that diagnostic is. I'm not saying 100%, but like 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10. When a couple is having like serious problems immediately after marriage, such that they are having serious issues with their partner's character that they did not notice before marriage, is because they were having sex and they were blinded to that character trait, such that they will even say things like, why did I marry this person, like, with this character? It's because you were blinded.
Yeah,
if you were thinking logically and sex was not attaching you, you would have been able to see that this is a bad thing. I can't live with this for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So please, X.
You are doing yourself.
Is a myth.
You are doing yourself a great service. You are doing great for yourself, your future marriage, and your future children, when you take sex out of the picture.
And
in
during
the
our
dating
premarital
relationship.
counseling, whenever we're talking to people that come for a premarital counseling course, what we tell them is, during this course, if we ask them if they're sexually active, and if they are, we tell them during this course, I advise you guys not to. And shout out to a lot of our couples that come, and they do it.
Yeah, and whereas even if you are dating and you're already having sex, please stop.
Yeah.
So that, and tell yourself, I'm stopping so that I can know, am I just marrying this person because of sex, or do I like them as a person? Do I like their character? Can I live with them? Does the friendship and emotional connection we have outside of sex, is it enough to sustain us for a lifetime? Have we built other things apart from sex? Take sex out of the picture and check if you have a relationship.
Check.
A lot of times when you take sex, you will see that you don't have anything. You don't have anything. Don't lie to yourself.
Okay.
Anyway, so
now,
second myth number 2.
To the second myth number 2. Now, this is very important because the second myth says, because we're not having sex in our dating relationship, that is the only leg in which we can be sure that our sex in our marriage will be great. This is very important because people have said, we don't need to work on any part of our relationship. We don't do anything. Let's just not have sex and we'll have a great marriage. Please. Yes, it's a good starting point.
Yes, it's a good foundation.
There's more. There is more.
There's more. We don't want to set you up for disappointment.
There is more.
It takes more to make a marriage work. And I'm talking to Christian couples here.
Yes.
It takes more to make a marriage work than staying away from sex. You need to work on other things. Communication, emotional intimacy, vulnerability, finances. You need to have deep conversations. How to resolve conflict. Also,
what conflict styles do you and your partner have, so you know how to resolve it whenever it happens? Like, all those things are so important. Don't just say, you know what, we are not having sex, therefore sex life is going to be great. Please, let's not. Another thing, don't lie to yourself.
Yeah. Another thing I want to mention is that sex in marriage is learned. You guys, like, I know that our world has painted it in such a way that you are expected, you are expected to enter marriage with experience. You're supposed to know everything, know what to do. God created sex so that you can learn about sex in the context of marriage.
And build
you can learn how to please each other.
Yes.
It's very important. It's good to come into marriage naive And when you come into married life in the area of sex, don't just expect that, oh, it will be like the movies. You will learn, you will make mistakes. It will be awkward, it will feel weird. You will learn what pleasures each other. And over time, because you have nothing to compare it to, guess what? It gets more beautiful.
It gets so much more beautiful.
There's this analogy I like to use. Like, if you pick up any musical instrument, let's say the violin. For example, I don't know how to play the violin. I don't play any musical instrument. Imagine I pick up a violin and I start playing it. It's going to sound crass. It sound like rubbish.
Every time, like nails on a blackboard.
Like, it's going to be so jarring to the ears because I've not played it before. But over time, as I begin to master the keys, I begin to master how to hold it, how to strum, and all that. I begin to learn how to make music. And it's the same with sex. When you get married,
the same with sex. You can learn to make music with your bodies over time.
Hey, you can learn to make good music. Gay.
I'm on fire today.
Fire. It's just flowing. It's because it's giving you like sex too much. Man of God, repent.
I mean, it's God's gift to me.
I mean, yeah.
In
it's
marriage,
God's gift to us, so
I'm
enjoy
gonna
it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Don't make me lose my train of thoughts. So basically, also, when you have sex for the first time, it's not going to be your best sex.
Yeah, it isn't.
It's not going to be the greatest. You will learn. The more you explore each other's bodies and you begin to understand what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, what pleases each other, then your sex life gets better over time.
Yeah.
Also, if both of you are very desirous, have not have sex before, please get a marriage counselor to tell you what to do. Don't fall for people that say, oh, don't just watch YouTube.
Oh, don't worry. Or you can watch porn, don't worry. Or you can,
or you talk to your friends, or talk to any random person.
We'll get to the porn side. But then, just don't worry. It's just plug. Please. Talk to someone that has experience, especially a marriage counselor.
Reach out to us if you can.
Yes,
we'll be very, very, very happy to counsel you in that regard. We've worked with a lot of couples and we've helped them. They have great sexual life. So please, if you need counsel in that area, reach out to us. Don't do it on your own.
There are intricacies that you need to understand to ensure that you have a great sexual life.
Because sex is delicate.
It's very delicate. And your first experience tells a lot. Do you understand? Like we said, it's not going to be great, but it shouldn't be awful. Do you understand? So you can build on that. Basically. So even the mindset that people tell, oh, you know what, watch porn so you know how to do it. Please, if anybody tells you that, run. People that think, oh, we can spice up our sexual life by watching porn. I've heard so many stories of that's how their sexual life actually died. Real people that when they introduced porn into their sexual life, they thought it would get better, but it actually killed it. Because guess what? Pornography gives unrealistic expectations. So every time you're going to bed, you're thinking to recreate something that was like a movie. Imagine me and me. I want to now act with him. Avengers. I think Avengers was real. So now I want to now be like Thor. I want to be like Hulk. I'm going to kill myself. That's what you're going to do. You're going to kill yourself if you're trying to do. You now think, okay, from porn sells the idea that multiple times in one session, multiple rounds is what is sexual satisfaction. Please don't go and kill yourself and your partner.
Don't enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. Please. So porn is a very, very far cry from the reality of what sex is meant to be. You will learn your bodies, you will learn each other, you will learn as you keep having sex with each other in marriage, you will learn what styles you would like to. All those things come when you're married. You don't need pornography, you don't need Kama Sutra.
You don't need
that devilish demonic thing. People don't ask this conversation that we need to get to. Kama Sutra is demonic. It's a very demonic book.
I mean, the whole pornography thing is a perversion of what God created sex to be.
Yes.
And when it comes to positions, the more you explore your bodies, you can try whatever works for you and is comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't need any external thing from the world. You don't need to learn sex that God created from the world. And when it comes to sex, because sex is a very delicate, vulnerable thing, you have to ensure that you are getting counsel from the right person when it comes to sex. And that's why we ask you to build things like emotional intimacy and communication, because you need it when it comes to sex.
You will need it.
You need to be able to tell each other, I like this, I don't like this, because sex is very vulnerable. And if you've not learned how to have vulnerable conversations with each other, when you are doing things that you are not enjoying in sex, you will not be able to talk about it, because you've not learned how to have difficult conversations. So when you are learning these other things, you are actually building the legs which your sexual relationship will stand on. The legs that will make your sexual relationship strong. That's what you are building when you are building the other aspects of your relationship.
So I want to ask you a question. How much is too much when you want to share with your partner about your sexual history? Like you're dating somebody and then they ask you about your sexual history, i.e. body count. How much information should you share? How much is withholding too much? How much? And at what time of the relationship should that even conversation come to be?
So I do think that you should not scare people off when they first meet you. I say, oh, this is my body count or whatever. I mean, you can't let them know that, oh, I have a sexual past and history. And the more you get to know each other, I do think that when you want to commit to each other, when this is getting serious to a place where you're like, oh, we want to date, I think that's a good time to have a vulnerable conversation as to, oh, maybe I've been with this number of people. No, like you just say, oh, I've been with this person, this I started, this when it ended, oh, this one, it was just a one-time thing and it was just lost. Like, just, you don't have to say, oh, we went to the room at this, we had 3 rounds, 4 start, please.
All that is unnecessary.
All those details are not necessary, but I think it's important to mention the person, the period of time when it happened and all that. And if your partner has questions, you can answer their questions as well.
Also, and it's healthy before you get into a relationship, and if you've been sexually active, it's healthy to remain celibate for at least 6 months. Clear out all that wrong idea of what sex is before you even start dating. And while you're dating, still be celibate and then get married. That within that time, what you're doing is clearing out your, because I was very sexually active before I received the life of Christ, and then I was celibate for about 2 years. Right there, 2 years. And then within those 2 years, 1 year I was single, and then I started dating my wife, and then the next year we were celibate too, and then we now got married. That's when I now had sex. So within that time, I was able to unlearn a lot of rubbish, clear out my mind, renew my mind on what sex God's way actually is, and then enter into marriage with a clean slate. So you need that time. For people who have been sexually active, you need that time. Don't think you can just jump from one to the other. You will carry a mindset into marriage that will not help your sexual life. So I applaud you if you're planning to do this. And if you're already dating, you can spend time apart and decide, okay, although we want to take this to marriage and we're having sex, we need to stop. That's a good standing point. There are people who have come to us and we've told them that, and now they have beautiful marriages, because it's not just about being celibate that we're sure your marriage is great. No, there are things you must do. Being celibate is a good thing. Don't misconstrue us. It's a good thing.
It's a good
foundation, but you need to build
on
that foundation.
All right. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Yes, hope it was explicit enough.
I hope.
Hi, Joe kids.
Hope you learned. Hope you learned a thing or two about sex within the context of marriage. If you did, please share this video. I believe we've shared.
Before we go, I just want to give a word to some ladies who are being pressured by, maybe they're in a wedding relationship or they want to enter a relationship, like somebody they like, and the person is saying, oh, we have to have sex. Just being pressured, maybe in a relationship, or somebody they like and don't enter a relationship. Like, what is one word you like to give them?
So I would say that guy does not really value you. He only wants your body. And if he has your body, he can also get that from someone else. Don't lower your standards for anyone. You must be submitted to God first before any man. And if you can drop the standards of God for a man, you are telling God that this man is more important to me than you.
In fact, you're telling the man the same thing.
You're also telling the man the same thing, that you are more important to me than God.
Because my value system than God.
And if the thing you value most, you have dropped in this relationship, what other value do you expect this guy to stick to? What other expectation, like, do you think you will have that this guy will adhere to? It sets the foundation for a very wrong relationship. And any guy you're trying to keep with sex, he will never stay.
He will never stay.
Because he already started on the wrong foundation, and sex is not enough. You started that relationship on a transactional basis where you felt sex would be enough to keep this person. It's never enough.
It's never enough.
They will always leave. So please, anybody that wants you to have sex with them to prove that you love them or whatever, they are not the one for you. God has someone out there for you that will share your view, that loves the Lord as much as you do. Any guy that is willing to wait until marriage to have sex shows that he's submitted to the Lord.
Yeah.
And he has self-control. And that's an important trait that is needed for marriage.
Very
that's an
important
important trait that you need in a husband.
Yes. And this is a public service announcement to all the guys out there. The sexual satisfaction you're looking for is on the other side of celibacy in a relationship and commitment in marriage. You will get it. I promise you, my guys.
You get it. Come back. Do you know what? Trust us. Trust us. We are inside marriage. You know, about 7 years in. Trust us. We have experience. When when you've come to the other side, come and thank us later. We are here to receive thanks. No problem.
Before we go, there's one more thing I want to say, and that is the idea that withholding sex from yourselves while you're dating strengthens you. Because when you're married, you're not always going to be around each other.
Yeah.
You're going to have to travel sometimes without your partner. Your partner might be sick. There are times when your partner might have given birth, and within that period, you might not be able to have sex. Those periods, the training you have now, when this is the person you love so much and you want to have sex with the person, and you're able to withhold yourself, that training comes into play then. So it's always a plus to train yourself in that way.
That's the self-control you are building now while you're dating in the area of sex would help you to exercise self-control in marriage as well. So if you're having sex with each other, you are also training each other to cheat in a way, because you are giving each other instant gratification. So when you can't get that instant gratification in marriage, your brain is looking for the next person to instantly satisfy each other with.
You are
Thank you.
Yeah. So with these few instances of ours, we hope to be able to convince and not confuse you that these two ideas are myths, and it takes you being celibate while you're dating and an added factor of working on the other areas of a relationship so that sex can be great. Not one or the other.
All right, like, share our video. Please comment if you learned a lot from this video.
We
love to read your comments. It really encourages us and spurs us on. And see you in our next video.
Ensure you subscribe. Bye.